It's early in the morning and you're sipping your favorite coffee, scrolling through messages when suddenly you're hit with words that feel like a splash of cold water, someone's harsh comment or an unkind gesture, and just like that, your day seems a bit less bright. Facing toxic people is a challenge we all encounter, but how we respond can entirely shift the dynamics. Have you ever noticed how sometimes a single negative comment can cling to your thoughts longer than a compliment? It's like a stain on your favorite shirt that refuses to wash out. Now, here is where your power lies, in the ability to see that stain and decide not to let it ruin your shirt or your day. It's about understanding that these harsh moments reflect less about you and more about the other person's internal battles and insecurities. In his Meditations, Marcus Aurelius offered a timeless piece of wisdom. When another person blames you or hates you, or people voice similar criticisms, go to their souls, penetrate inside, and see what sort of people they are. You will realize that there is no need to be racked with anxiety that they should hold any particular opinion about you. This perspective invites us to look beyond surface interactions and understand the deeper motivations behind others' actions. This moment of confrontation with negativity also presents a unique opportunity for self-reflection. So, I challenge you to dive inward, stripping away the layers of expectations and societal masks. What truths about yourself have been shadowed by others' judgments? Are you allowing someone else's negativity to define your day or your worth? Let's embark on this journey of self-discovery together, finding strategies to not only deal with toxic individuals, but also to strengthen our sense of self. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please hit the subscribe button and explore our channel, Powerful Stoic Habits. We'd love to hear your thoughts, so leave a comment below. If you're not sure what to say, just type "ignore negativity." Let's dive in. Habit 1. Self-awareness, the key to navigating toxic relationships. Imagine walking through a dense fog, unsure of where the next step will take you. Now, picture that the fog is actually the negativity spread by a toxic person in your life. Self-awareness acts as your guiding light, cutting through that fog and illuminating the path ahead. Have you ever wondered why certain people seem to push all your buttons? Those interactions that leave you feeling drained and frustrated are not just random occurrences. They are signals pointing towards deeper insights about yourself. Self-awareness, the practice of understanding your own thoughts, feelings, and behaviors, is the cornerstone of effectively dealing with toxic individuals. It's like having an internal compass that keeps you grounded, no matter how chaotic the external environment becomes. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher, once said, "The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts." This saying underscores the importance of self-awareness in maintaining our mental well-being. When you encounter toxic behavior, it's not just about the other person's actions, but about how you perceive and react to them. Consider this. How often do you pause to reflect on why a particular comment or action bothers you so much? Is it hitting a sensitive spot, or does it resonate with an insecurity you haven't fully addressed? By asking yourself these questions, you begin to understand the root cause of your reactions and can start to manage them better. Self-awareness empowers you to recognize your triggers and set emotional boundaries. It's like knowing you're allergic to a certain food and choosing to avoid it rather than suffer the consequences. Similarly, understanding your emotional responses allows you to sidestep unnecessary conflicts with toxic people, preserving your peace and energy. Now, think about your daily interactions. Do you find yourself frequently upset by someone's negativity? What can you learn about yourself from these reactions? By cultivating self-awareness, you not only protect your mental health, but also turn each encounter into an opportunity for personal growth. Embrace self-awareness as a habit, and watch how it transforms your ability to deal with toxic individuals, turning challenges into stepping stones for a stronger, more resilient you. Habit 2. Forgiveness and memory. Imagine you're gazing up at the night sky, marveling at the brilliance of the stars. Each one shines brightly, undeterred by the surrounding darkness. Now, consider the people in your life. Some are like those stars, illuminating your path with kindness and empathy, while others resemble black holes, pulling you into their negativity and stripping away your joy. How do you navigate this cosmic dance without getting sucked into the darkness? The answer lies in cultivating the powerful habit of forgiveness and memory. Forgiveness, often misunderstood as a sign of weakness, is actually a profound strength. It's the ability to release the grip of resentment and allow yourself to move forward, unburdened by the weight of past hurts. But how can you forgive someone who has deeply wronged you? This is where the wisdom of the Stoics comes into play. Marcus Aurelius once said, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." This perspective shifts our focus from the harm done to the gratitude of being alive and capable of experiencing joy. Memory, on the other hand, serves as your navigational system. It isn't about holding grudges, but rather about learning from past experiences to avoid future harm. By remembering the lessons learned from toxic interactions, you equip yourself with the tools to recognize and steer clear of similar patterns. Think of it as charting a course through a treacherous sea. Your past encounters with negativity are the lighthouses guiding you towards safer waters. How do you practice this habit in your daily life? Start by asking yourself, are there grudges I'm holding on to that are draining my energy? How can I use my past experiences to better navigate my present relationships? Remember, forgiveness doesn't mean excusing harmful behavior, but rather freeing yourself from its control. Imagine yourself as a spaceship, fueled by the courage of forgiveness and guided by the wisdom of memory. This combination allows you to soar above the negativity, untouched by the gravitational pull of toxic individuals. Embrace this Stoic habit and transform your encounters with toxicity into opportunities for growth and resilience. After all, isn't it time you let go of the past and started living for the light of the stars rather than the darkness of black holes? Habit 3. Emotional stability. Imagine navigating through life with a sense of calm that no storm can shake. Emotional stability isn't just about remaining unruffled, it's about maintaining inner peace, even when surrounded by chaos. When dealing with toxic people, this habit becomes your shield, protecting you from their negativity and keeping you centered. Have you ever met someone who, no matter the turmoil around them, remains composed like a mountain standing firm against raging winds? This isn't about being indifferent or cold. It's about recognizing that the only thing truly under our control is our response to the outside world. As the Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This wisdom underscores the power of emotional stability. Toxic individuals thrive on creating chaos and eliciting emotional reactions. They aim to draw you into their drama, making you feel as unstable as they are. However, by practicing emotional stability, you can maintain your peace and respond thoughtfully rather than react impulsively. This doesn't mean you ignore the negativity. Instead, you acknowledge it without letting it dictate your mood or actions. How do we cultivate this emotional resilience? One effective approach is through mindfulness. This practice allows you to observe the chaos without getting sucked in, like standing in the eye of a hurricane where it's calm amidst the storm. Mindfulness helps you to focus on your internal state, making you aware of your emotions and reactions. Next time you face a toxic situation, try to pause and breathe before responding. Ask yourself, why does this bother me? What can I learn from this? These questions help shift your focus from the external chaos to your internal strength. Building emotional stability is like constructing a fortress within yourself, not out of arrogance, but from a place of strength and calm. Each time you choose to respond rather than react, you reinforce your inner peace. So, reflect on your past encounters with toxic people. Did you react impulsively, or were you able to maintain your composure? How did your response affect the outcome? By developing emotional stability, you're not just protecting yourself from negativity, you're also paving the way for a more peaceful and resilient life. Remember, your peace is yours to guard, and emotional stability is the key to that fortress. Habit 4. Setting boundaries. Imagine stepping into a world where every interaction you have is like a brushstroke on the canvas of your day. Some strokes are vibrant and uplifting, enhancing the beauty of your existence. Then there are those strokes, dark, heavy, and inconsistent, left by toxic people in your life. These interactions don't just leave a mark, they alter the entire masterpiece of your day, your mood, and even your self-perception. Setting boundaries is not just about protecting yourself, it's about preserving the masterpiece of your life. Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This wisdom is crucial when dealing with toxic individuals who try to invade your mental space. Have you ever found yourself drained after an interaction with someone negative? How often do you find it challenging to say no, fearing conflict or rejection? These are signs that you might need to set stronger boundaries. Boundaries are like the invisible lines that delineate where your personal space ends and others begins. They are essential for maintaining your peace and mental health. Picture your energy as a limited, precious resource, like water in a desert. Every interaction you partake in is like giving a drop of that water away. Would you rather give it to someone who plants seeds in your desert, making it bloom, or to someone who lets it evaporate under the scornful sun? Setting boundaries is about investing your energy wisely, not with arrogance or disdain, but with the calm resolve of a Stoic who knows his worth and the value of his time. Ask yourself, what does my energy investment look like? Are there people in my life who consistently drain me? What steps can I take to protect my peace? Communicating your boundaries calmly and firmly can transform your relationships. It's not about building an impenetrable wall, but about choosing which gates to open and when. Respecting yourself enough to set boundaries is not an act of aggression, it's an act of self-respect and wisdom. Start today by identifying areas in your life where you need to draw the line. By doing so, you will not only deal with toxic people more effectively, but also create a space where your inner peace and joy can flourish. Habit 5. Energy intelligence. Ever feel like someone's negative energy is turning your sunny day into a stormy one? It's easy to let toxic people drain our joy, but what if you could protect your peace and even thrive amidst the chaos? This is where energy intelligence comes in. Energy intelligence is the art of understanding and managing your inner energy, much like an ancient fortress that guards against unwanted intrusions. It's not about avoiding conflict, but about choosing how you respond and engage with energy-draining individuals. Imagine your energy as a protective barrier, a suit of armor that shields you from negativity. Each interaction either strengthens or weakens this barrier, depending on how you manage your responses. Stoic philosopher Epictetus wisely said, "It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters." This highlights the essence of energy intelligence. It's about controlling your reactions to maintain your inner calm, even when faced with toxicity. Consider this. Just as you choose what fuel to put in your car, which determines its performance and longevity, you also choose how to respond to toxic individuals. Responding with patience and understanding, or choosing not to engage at all, can be your superfuel, optimizing your emotional well-being and keeping you on a steady course. Reflect on your recent interactions. How often do you let someone else's negativity cloud your day? What steps do you take to protect your peace? Developing energy intelligence involves creating a space around you that is so grounded, even the mightiest storm can't shake your foundation. Like a deeply rooted tree, you stand firm against the winds of toxicity, bending but not breaking. Next time you face negativity, pause, breathe, and remind yourself of the power you hold. You are the architect of your peace. By harnessing energy intelligence, you not only protect your peace, but also illuminate the way for others. How will you channel your energy today? Will you let someone else's storm cloud your sky, or will you shine even brighter, guiding both yourself and others back to calm? Remember, the true test of your inner strength isn't avoiding the storm, but learning to dance in the rain. Habit 6. Focus on goals. Imagine this. You're diligently working on your personal or professional goals when suddenly a toxic individual appears, casting a shadow over your aspirations. It's like setting sail on a clear day, only to encounter a storm that threatens to derail your journey. However, much like an experienced sailor navigates rough seas, you too can stay on course by focusing on your goals. In the grand scheme of life, focusing on your goals serves as both a compass and an anchor. It keeps you oriented towards your true north and grounds you amidst the chaos created by toxic people. The Stoic philosopher Marcus Aurelius once said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This principle is crucial when dealing with negativity. When you're deeply committed to your goals, the distractions and toxicity of others hold less sway over you. Consider the story of Sarah, an aspiring entrepreneur who faced constant criticism from her peers. Instead of engaging in fruitless arguments or letting their negativity dampen her spirits, she channeled her energy into refining her business plan and improving her skills. Her unwavering focus on her goals acted as a shield against the toxicity around her. Now, reflect on your own experiences. How often have you allowed the negativity of others to cloud your vision? Have you ever felt your motivation wane because of toxic comments or actions? By realigning your focus, you can reclaim your power and maintain your trajectory. To practically apply this, start by setting clear, achievable goals. Break them down into smaller tasks and celebrate your progress along the way. When faced with toxic behavior, remind yourself of your purpose and the steps you're taking to achieve it. This mental shift not only reinforces your resolve, but also diminishes the impact of external negativity. Engage with these questions. What are your top 3 goals right now? How do you react when faced with negativity related to these goals? Can you identify strategies to refocus your energy on what truly matters? Remember, focusing on your goals isn't about ignoring the existence of toxic people, but about choosing not to let their negativity dictate your path. As you stay committed to your aspirations, you'll find that the noise of toxicity fades, leaving room for the melody of your success. Habit 7. Seeking support. Imagine waking up to a bright sunny day only to have your mood overshadowed by a storm cloud of negativity brought by someone toxic in your life. It's like trying to enjoy a picnic while a relentless drizzle dampens everything around you. Dealing with toxic people can feel incredibly isolating, but there's a powerful habit that can make all the difference: seeking support. Have you ever felt that the more you try to manage the negativity alone, the deeper you sink into frustration or anger? This is where the wisdom of seeking support comes into play. Reaching out to others is not a sign of weakness. It's a strategic move towards resilience and clarity. 2 are better than 1, for they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow, said the Stoic philosopher Seneca. This ancient wisdom underscores the value of shared strength and the importance of having a supportive network. When we seek support, we tap into a collective wisdom that helps us see situations from new perspectives, offering solutions we might not have considered on our own. Consider a time when you faced a particularly challenging person. How did it feel to navigate that storm alone? Now, imagine if you had a trusted friend or mentor to share your struggles with. How might their insights have helped you approach the situation differently? By seeking support, you not only gain advice, but also emotional relief, knowing you're not alone in your journey. Questions to ponder. Who in your life acts as a supportive pillar when dealing with toxic individuals? How often do you reach out for support when facing negativity? What can you do to cultivate a stronger support network? The habit of seeking support goes beyond just venting frustrations. It's about finding allies who remind you of your strength and resilience. It's about leveraging the collective wisdom of those who care about you, helping you navigate through the toxicity without losing your inner peace. In a world where toxic interactions are unavoidable, having a solid support system can be the difference between feeling overwhelmed and standing strong. So the next time you encounter negativity, remember, you don't have to face it alone. Seek support and let the wisdom and strength of others help guide you through. Habit 8. Control of negative self-talk. Harnessing the power of your inner dialogue. Have you ever felt the sting of someone's harsh words long after the conversation ended? It's as if their negativity has taken up residence in your mind, replaying on a loop. But what if I told you that the most powerful words are not those spoken to you, but those you say to yourself? Negative self-talk is a silent saboteur, undermining your confidence and resilience, especially when dealing with toxic people. The ancient Stoics, wise as they were, understood the immense power of inner dialogue. Epictetus, a revered Stoic philosopher, once said, "We are disturbed not by things, but by the views we take of them." This means the real battle lies within how we perceive and react to external negativity. Imagine your mind as a garden. every thought you cultivate is a seed. Negative self-talk sows weeds that choke out the flowers of self-esteem and peace. When you internalize the toxic comments of others, you're essentially watering these weeds, giving them the nourishment they need to grow. But you have the power to change this. How can you uproot these weeds and foster a garden of positive self-talk? Start by questioning the negative thoughts. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Is it helping me grow, or is it keeping me stuck? This habit of scrutinizing your inner dialogue helps you reclaim your mental space and reinforces your resilience. Have you ever noticed how a simple shift in perspective can change your entire day? The next time a toxic person tries to drag you down, remind yourself that their words are a reflection of their internal struggles, not your worth. By controlling your self-talk, you build an impenetrable shield around your self-esteem. Consider this. What would your day look like if you only allowed positive, affirming thoughts to take root? How would your interactions change if you approached each one with a mindset fortified by self-love and resilience? Developing the habit of controlling negative self-talk is not about ignoring reality, but about choosing a response that empowers you. It's about standing firm in your own worth, regardless of the chaos around you. So, the next time negativity knocks at your door, answer with the strength of a Stoic. Transform your inner dialogue and watch how your external world changes in response. Remember, the most important conversation you have each day is the one you have with yourself. Make it count. Habit 9. Solution-oriented approach. Have you ever found yourself entangled in a web of negativity, wondering if there's a way to turn these toxic encounters into stepping stones for personal growth? What if the key to handling these difficult situations lies not in avoiding them, but in transforming them? Enter the solution-oriented approach, a powerful habit rooted deeply in Stoic principles that can revolutionize how you deal with toxic people. Imagine you're playing a game of chess, and each move you make against a toxic individual is a strategic decision to either engage or deflect. The solution-oriented approach is about thinking several moves ahead, anticipating reactions, and staying emotionally detached. Instead of getting bogged down by the negativity, you focus on what you can control: your responses, your peace, and your growth. This approach transforms toxic encounters into opportunities to sharpen your emotional intelligence and resilience. Marcus Aurelius once said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This Stoic wisdom encapsulates the essence of a solution-oriented mindset. By viewing obstacles as opportunities, you can turn the disruptive presence of toxic people into a catalyst for self-improvement. Consider this. Next time you're confronted with negativity, instead of reacting impulsively, pause and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow stronger from this encounter? These questions shift your focus from the problem to the solution, fostering a proactive mindset. It's like standing firm as a tree in a storm, your roots deeply grounded in your values, unshaken by the turbulent winds. Reflect on your past experiences with toxic people. Have there been times when reacting emotionally only escalated the situation? How might a solution-oriented approach have changed the outcome? By adopting this habit, you're not just avoiding conflict, you're actively shaping a life of peace and resilience. Engaging with this habit means listening more than you speak and responding with calmness. It's about maintaining your inner peace while navigating the chaos, much like a seasoned sailor who steers through a storm with confidence. Remember, the goal isn't to change the toxic person, but to manage your response and protect your well-being. Incorporating a solution-oriented approach into your daily interactions can transform your life. It's about building a mental fortress where negativity can't penetrate, allowing you to thrive regardless of external circumstances. Embrace this habit and watch how it not only helps you deal with toxic people, but also enhances your overall quality of life. Habit 10. Avoiding unnecessary arguments. Ever found yourself caught in a heated argument, only to realize midway that it's draining your energy and leading nowhere? It's a familiar trap, especially when dealing with toxic people. Engaging in unnecessary arguments can feel like walking through a minefield, where every step could trigger an explosion. But what if there was a way to sidestep these traps altogether and preserve your peace of mind? Seneca, the great Stoic philosopher, wisely said, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, that is poor." This applies perfectly to the realm of arguments. Often it's our craving for validation, the need to prove a point, or the desire to change someone's mind that drags us into needless disputes. But, as Seneca implies, true wealth lies in contentment with what we have. In this case, the tranquility of our minds. Avoiding unnecessary arguments is not about being passive or avoiding conflict at all costs. It's about discerning which battles are worth fighting. When dealing with toxic individuals, this skill becomes even more critical. Toxic people thrive on conflict. They seek out reactions to fuel their negativity. By refusing to engage in pointless arguments, you deny them the satisfaction of seeing you riled up. Imagine your peace of mind as a garden. Every argument you engage in with a toxic person is like letting weeds overrun your beautiful flowers. Instead of wasting energy on futile debates, focus on cultivating your garden. Nurture your peace, your positivity, and your well-being. Have you ever questioned why some arguments feel so draining? What does it cost you emotionally to engage in these battles? Consider this. By choosing not to argue, you're not conceding defeat. You're choosing to protect your mental space. Next time you find yourself at the brink of a dispute, pause and ask yourself, is this worth my peace? Reflect on the times you've walked away from an argument. Did you feel weaker or stronger? Chances are you felt a sense of relief and empowerment. In conclusion, adopting the habit of avoiding unnecessary arguments, especially with toxic people, is a powerful strategy for maintaining inner peace and emotional stability. Embrace the wisdom of the Stoics, and remember, he who is at peace with himself does not trouble himself with the quarrels of others. Habit 11. Detection of false cordiality. Have you ever felt a nagging sense of unease during a conversation, as if the person's smile didn't quite reach their eyes? This subtle feeling might be your intuition detecting false cordiality. In a world where we frequently encounter toxic individuals, mastering the art of identifying insincere behavior is crucial. But how do we hone this skill and protect our emotional well-being? False cordiality, a facade of friendliness, is a common tactic used by toxic people to manipulate and control. These individuals often disguise their true intentions behind sweet words and seemingly kind gestures. Recognizing this behavior can help you navigate social interactions with greater clarity and protect your peace. Observe constantly that all things take place by change, said Marcus Aurelius. This Stoic wisdom reminds us that while we cannot control others, we can control our perceptions and responses. By sharpening our ability to detect insincerity, we empower ourselves to make better decisions about whom to trust and how to respond. Engaging your curiosity is a powerful first step. Have you noticed inconsistencies between someone's words and actions? Are their compliments laced with subtle jabs? Do they seem overly agreeable in public but critical in private? These are red flags indicating false cordiality. Paying attention to body language can also be revealing. A tight smile, lack of genuine eye contact, or closed-off posture can indicate hidden motives. Consider this. How often do you reflect on the authenticity of your interactions? Do you trust your instincts when something feels off, or do you brush it aside, giving the benefit of the doubt? Cultivating a habit of mindful observation allows you to better detect false cordiality and maintain healthy boundaries. When you identify someone who consistently exhibits false cordiality, it's essential to adjust your expectations and interactions accordingly. This doesn't mean confronting them aggressively, but rather setting clear boundaries to protect your peace. Practice assertiveness by calmly addressing any inconsistencies you notice. By doing so, you safeguard your emotional space and avoid being ensnared in their web of manipulation. Incorporating these Stoic habits into our daily lives allows us to rise above the toxicity around us. We become architects of our peace, embodying the strength and wisdom needed to thrive amidst adversity. By doing so, we not only protect our well-being, but also inspire others to follow the same path of resilience and inner fortitude.